Bars and restaurants can be great places to have a nice meal and relax. But think about it, insects are doing the same thing here too. It's not a pleasant picture, but look around. It's dark, there are food particles on the table, floor, and here at the bar is plenty of sugar to go around. Kitchens and restaurants can also harbor pests, but for this program, we'll focus on bars and restaurants serving areas. For more information on commercial kitchens, please return to the main menu. The most common target pests found inside a bar or restaurant setting like this are cockroaches and small flies, also known as fruit and drain flies. Let's do an inspection and see what we've got. As I mentioned, the bar is an excellent place for bugs to hang out. There's everything an insect needs here. Food, water, shelter, lots of syrup, and spilled food make for an ideal habitat for cockroaches and fruit and drain flies. Roaches are nocturnal, hiding during the daytime and searching for food and water sources when no one is around. They squeeze through cracks in the floors or walls, and since they spend most of their time in these voids, many of them can easily dodge typical pest control treatments. Drain flies live and breed in areas where water and food residues collect. They could be present in any of these drains. They breed quickly, and just a few of them can create a large nuisance. Floor drains present a special problem. The scum layer that builds up inside there is an ideal habitat for these pesky flies. Fruit flies have a sweet tooth. They breed in and around syrup and fruit and vegetables and other decaying organic matter. Drains on drink machines are an area of concern. Spilled syrup can collect and sit in there for days, and fruit flies love it. They're a real turnoff to customers and can contaminate drinks and alcohol. So it's essential to get fruit flies under control quickly. Now that you have a good idea of the pests we're dealing with, it's time to have an in-depth conversation with your customer about the products you'll use, where you'll treat, and the things they can do to prevent and control infestations. There's quite a bit of prep work that your customer must do here before any products are applied. First of all, sanitation is very important. Drain and fruit flies will seek out every bit of gunk in this bar. Workers have to be on top of spills and clean thoroughly at the end of the night and during slow periods. A regularly scheduled drain cleaning program is also essential. Point out areas where food or syrup might collect during the inspection, including drains, sinks, spouts for carbonated drinks, bottle spouts for alcohol and mixers, fruit trays, and in and around food preparation equipment. Review these points with your customer. All food preparation and serving areas need to be kept clean, paying special attention to areas where water, food, or syrups may collect. Floors should be regularly swept, and any floor mats need to be removed and washed each night. Cockroaches will harbor in wall voids, pipe chases, table legs, and just about any dark location with easy access. Sealing these places with caulk will help keep them out. Remind your customer that cleaning and maintenance are not just a one-time prep for pesticide application. Regular sanitation is vital to keeping pests under control. Zoecon's Gentrol insect growth regulator is the perfect solution for long-term pest control in bars and restaurants. Let's take a look at how they're used here. Most treatments are made before a bar or restaurant opens or after they close. It looks like the crew's done a good job of cleaning and caulking. Now we need to develop a plan of action before the treatment. Initial cleanouts can be a big job. You might want to bring a coworker along when treating a bar or restaurant. 2 technicians will get the job done much faster. Gentrol IGR is labeled for use in food preparation and food service areas, but the label also says that the food prep surfaces should be covered during the application, or all of these surfaces are thoroughly cleaned immediately afterward. Make sure the bar or restaurant manager knows that there should be no exposed food in the treatment area at this time. Also, make it clear that the staff has some responsibilities after the application, especially if the food preparation and service areas need to be cleaned. Let's start by treating the larger surfaces like walls and floors. Remember to always read both of the labels first before tank mixing. You should always follow the label that has the more stringent label directions. For most applications, a tank mix of Gentrol IGR concentrate with an adulticide partner is a great combination. Apply the Gentrol tank mix in a sweeping motion over the floors, walls, and even under false ceilings if necessary. Because it will move from the point of application, the IGR will carry into many hard-to-reach areas. Be sure to spray baseboards, exposed pipes, and wall junctions. Even though the concentrate in the spray spreads out very well, you'll want to use the pin stream setting for crack and crevice treatment. Gentrol aerosol is also an excellent spot, drain, and crack and crevice treatment. Begin by shaking the can well, then applying in a sweeping motion 10 to 12 inches from the surface you want to treat. You'll be able to see the foam dissipate, making it easy to spot any missed areas. Spray the sides of cabinets, underneath shelving in the pantry, and other storage areas, and in and around sinks and pipes as best you can. Pay special attention to areas where syrups or food could drip or collect. Use the extension tube for hard-to-reach areas like wall voids, moldings, and behind and under appliances. Any area that looks like it's hard to clean needs to be treated. Hydroprene, the active ingredient in Gentrol, tends to stick to organic matter, including the scum lining inside of drain wells and pipes. Open all drain screens, including those on drink dispensing units, and spray into and around the downspout with the extension tube. Treat the catch basin area and as much as the pipe as possible. Be sure to coat it evenly. You'll probably need to treat the drains once every 2 to 4 weeks to make sure that the drain fly problem is under control. This is because some of the product will be washed away in places with high liquid volume. The great news about Gentrol products is that all of them control cockroaches, drain, and fruit flies. There's no need to switch to another IGR. If this process seems labor-intensive and time-consuming to you, you're absolutely right. Cockroaches and flies have been around for a long time. Their survival instinct is strong. You have to be very thorough and persistent in order to get them all at whatever stage of the life cycle they're in. Okay, most of the treatment is done. The adulticide you used earlier is already at work killing the cockroaches and flies that come in contact with the treated surfaces. Gentrol IGR is taking care of the future roach and fly generations that are still in hiding. But there are a few places left to treat where we can't use the concentrate or the aerosol. Gentrol Point Source is the ideal solution for areas with appliance coils, cash boxes, computer equipment, and electrical boxes. We know that roaches can hide in these places. Gentrol Point Source is a compact device that can be placed directly in the pantry or many other locations. Don't let the device come in direct contact with food or food preparation areas. Gentrol Point Source should be at least 3 feet from any exposed food. Here's a good place for Gentrol Point Source device. Mark the month of the service on the outer ring, then activate it by pressing firmly on the pouch on the side of the device until a snapping sound is heard. This means that the contents of the capsule have been released. You can place the device horizontally or vertically by removing the paper backing from the sticky pad and pressing firmly onto a clean surface. The treatment of this bar and restaurant is now complete. Walk through the area with your customer and describe everything you did today. Then set up an appointment for a follow-up visit, which would be 2 weeks from now for drain and fruit flies. You want to be sure that the problem is completely under control. Remind your customer that there are some things they must do to help maintain their soon-to-be pest-free environment. If food preparation or service counters were not covered during treatment, a thorough cleaning of these areas must take place. Sanitation should always be a top priority because even the most thorough pest treatment will fail if the areas aren't free of food sources for pests. Complete any paperwork before you leave the customer and give them some information about the Gentrol products that you used. If you have any questions about Gentrol products or the treatment process, please contact your Gentrol representative, visit our website at Zoecon.com, or call 1-800-248-7763. Thanks for using Gentrol IGRs, the smart way to break the cycle of future infestations. If you'd like to view programs about Gentrol IGRs in a commercial kitchen, residence, or hotel room, please return to the main menu.